Hello everyone, welcome back to our garden, Baby's Garden. It means Biddy and Bones. Okay, let's see our new bloom today. But actually, this is for 3 days blooms already. It's Irish Lily. Here you go. This is from Tennessee, from Aunt Wanda. And this one is about over, so that's why is like that crawling. But this is how beautiful. Bluish mixed with purple and yellow. And they are about bloom too. And some are old too there. And then we have a Seven Sisters roses, but this is not a climbing. This is just a bush. Okay, anyway. Okay, I just want to let you know, update to that I've been rooting the banana. Okay, I've been rooting roses into banana. I'm telling you, for me, it's not work. I don't know what wrong I did. The ban the cuttings roses, I put it into banana. I have the banana and I put the roses, and it's not work. I delete the video I made also because it's not work for me. I'm sorry, but it's always work for me is the cuttings roses and plant direct to the soil, and let's do that way so we can grow more and not wasting any roses. But sometimes, of course, it's not grow, but sometimes grow. Let's go. But for me, like 80% they grow, and like the 30% is not. So you need to root a lot. So be sure that you have something to grow. Because for example, you have 100. If I have a 10 pieces to root, it's just root sometimes like 5, 7, or 5 or 7. So the rest is they just trying to survive. Okay, let's do cutting more. Okay, anyway, our roses, the beautiful climbing roses, is done blooming. So we need to clip things, clip them, and just plant them. Still have some, and there's one right there, but not that fresh anymore. So, but I will just let them. I will just cut this one that over already. Oh, some is still buds. But yes, this one is ready to cut. Ouch. Okay, let's cut. Oh, sorry. Okay, like this. There you go. Okay, you one is the nearest one, so we can see which one how we cut it. Okay, this one is already blown, so we have to cut them so they can root. They can grow more here, so we can root them too. So easiest way so we can have more roses someday. This one, just put it there, okay? Here, just get it here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Mostly I do rooting at least 3 pieces in one spot. Okay, just like that. Okay. Ouch. I didn't know it was a little bit chilly outside. Okay. Ouch. Anyway, when you plant at least 3 pieces, because if it's not root, you still have two. If the two didn't root, you still have one. That is that. That is the way. Okay, just plant it like this. I think I can plant beside here because we can see this is not actually um on the fence, front of the fence. It's here. So if we're going to plant here, it's going to root around the fence. Okay, let's do it. Ouch! Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Then just put this, and then that's it. And we need to just always check them, water them if they need to, because they don't want to be dry during rooting rooting time. They need water always. Sometimes I water morning and afternoon to be sure they are not getting dry. Let's check the one we've been planting last time, because I've been planting already. Remember, if you've been watching my video, I've been planting I've been planting roses all the way to this fence, so someday we will have a lot of climbing roses. I'm going to start from that side. Yes, from the front. Okay, this one, that is the roses I'm planting direct to the soil. It's kicking. It's doing good. It's the hollyhock from last year. It's grow back. Good job. This is the body last year, and they haven't leaves. Okay. And here, okay, it's still green. And then this is already dead. So it's doing good. Okay, anyway, I planted this one last year. This is the new. Ouch. Okay, this is amazing. It's grown now. Okay, this one have leaves already, so it's work. And this one, how is doing? Okay, how many roses will we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I just can see is only one is like about to survive. The one, the other, I'm not sure. Okay, this one, I plant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the two already dead. But the rest is kicking. It's doing great. Okay, here you go. Okay, some is dead, but some is growing. So doing great. And how about this? Oh, so it's already grown. This one is already grown. Good job. Okay, the two is surrender. Is not growing, but the 3 pieces is growing. And this one, okay, everything is doing good. Just wait. This is what we just planted today. There you go. And this one, that's very nice. I wrote that last year, and it's blooming right now. Is that last year? Yeah, this is the last year. And this I just transferred. This one is doing good, and that one is just new one. But the 2 is doing good. The 3, okay, cool. And this one, I was just rooting this from Ate Lilith. It's doing great. We just need to root them more so we can have more. This one is a survivor. Okay, it's kicking. Good job. There you go. I just root them last year. This is beautiful roses. This is different kind of type. Okay, here I just root them too. One's like 2 is not going to survive, but 1 is survivor. I've been root them last year, so yes, I root them all. I root them all, whatever. This one, whatever, what here. This one I just root them from the from cutting also 1 year ago. And this one's root from cutting also. It's doing great. Look at that. I root them from last year, and I just transfer here. It's doing great. Okay. Okay, the one in the corner, this is a new one too. The new roses is doing the one is doing great, but actually all is green, so actually it need water. This looks dry. Okay. There's a dogwood. Anyway, this one I've been put that the seeds I put that last year, and just surprised me, they growing today, just right now. This one I've been rooting that too. We grew that from rooting. I root them, and it's blooming now. I root them too. So yes, I like rooting. I root them too. This one is a new one. Ooh, that's beautiful. This is the climbing one. It's growing. I think because this area is always wet, so it's doing great here. Okay, this is the climbing one, and this is just the bush. Okay, let's go visit our. This is a zinnia. I have an OB. Let's go visit to my really rooting area. I have a lot of rooting here. We have roses here. Oh, look at that. Let's check. We can. This is new. This is new, the one we've been rooting last time. Some is kicking, some is give up. Some is kicking, some is give up. Mostly like this one, this part is like a 80% surviving. This one's like a 80% surviving. Actually, this one is a hydrangea, gardenia. They are grow, but I didn't see them, so I've been cutting them using a weeder. But someday I'm going to transfer them in the pots too. Okay, root them from last year. The roses. I've been rooting everywhere. Anyway, this one is asparagus. This one is rooting from cuttings. I've been rooting them for cuttings. That one too. The crepe myrtle. This one I've been rooting them from cuttings. This one, okay, look at this. I've been just root them few weeks. Some is growing. That one, they are growing. That is from last year. This is this new one. They are survivor. So one of the rooting here, and it's beautiful. Yes. Oh, I remember one friend. Okay, that is just from rooting. How beautiful. How beautiful in the woods. Who will know that this area have a lot of plants? Okay, that one, the crepe myrtle. I just root them. That is from our friend. That's growing from cuttings too. Before I only have like this one to here, and now it's grow up. The other one I've been transferred to our backyard already. And this one, they are rooting from cuttings too. And I have a lot of dogwood rooting. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of dogwood. This one of my friends gave this to me, a cutting, and let's go. I accidentally cut when I weeded here. Oh, look at my pear. Actually, I cut this one from our pear tree and it's grow. The main tree, it's gone. Glad I get cuttings to plant. Okay, wow, this is beautiful. Can I eat this one? But anyway, yes, this one from rooting. All of this from rooting. That's from rooting. This one and this one is all dogwood. That is from rooting too. From last year. See, we have a lot of roses here rooting. See? Oh my gosh. Some didn't bloom yet, so I don't know what color they are. Okay, this one is beautiful roses. I'm just rooting here. And this one, I just transfer here from inside because it's just growing but it's not blooming. So I just transfer here. So someday they will grow. And this one has beautiful size now. Before that is just a baby. Actually, this size is a lot of roses, but because of this, a lot of blackberry, that's why it's covered now. But anyway, we have a lot of beautiful roses here. Okay, we have a blooms either. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful one. Look at that. There's a lot of blackberry. It's blooming. Okay, there are a lot of roses there, and I have a lot of what is this? A turmeric and a ginger. This is another dogwood. I need to transfer inside, and that is a crepe myrtle. They are growing from cutting too. Hope I don't see any snake here. Oh my, this is the bell. See, there's a lot of roses here too because I've been rooting everywhere on this side too. Here, that's the roses, not mine. And this is the bell one. Cool. The orange bell and the honeysuckle. Look at the beautiful honeysuckle. Oh my. Smell good? Beautiful. Smell good. Okay. One person gave this to me too, and it's grow. That is just cutting before. Okay, that is a flower too. Yeah, I didn't plant anything on the side. So that is the lantana. And this is a crinum. It's beautiful when they um, bloom. And this is our bananas. Not to cut so they can come back. Oops. Oops. Okay. Here you go. So I have a different area also for rooting. That back of the fence, that is my rooting area too. There we go. Okay, let's continue the roses to trim and plant.